Now we will continue with a discussion about roots. So what is a root? What is a root and what is a base word? A root is a morpheme, and as a morpheme, it carries meaning. Some root words can exist on their own, but in most cases, they need to be part of another word. They are not independent, but they can stand on their own too, some of them. For instance, dict, D-I-C-T, dict, is a Latin root and it's incomplete by itself as a word. It can exist, however, if I add it if I consider it in a word as in dictionary, or a dictate or dictation. In this case, I can recognize dict, which means which is a Latin word. Now, the root form, on the other hand, can stand by its own form, and it means shape. And now, if I add the prefix re, then I will say reform, to change something, to reshape something. Or with a D, I will say deform. And then if I add the derivational suffix yon, then I will say deformation. So it's deformation. So, but form by itself is a root and it can stand on its own. Similarly, with the root act, which means to do or to move, I can have the words action, I can have the word actor, acted, acting. With the root legal, it's a root. With a word, it can stand by itself as a word too, as a meaningful word. Legal, I can have the word illegal, I can have legality, I can say legalize, I can also say paralegal. Similarly, I have the word photo, and I can have photo, photography, photographic, photographer. I can have script, stands by itself. Latin can stand by itself. Photo, by the way, it's Greek because it derives ph. Any word with p, any word that has ph derives from Greek. Photo, it means image. So script, in this case, it will be script, scripture, scribe. Port can stand on its own as well, and I will say import. I can also make another word. Export, I will make another word. Now, we can have roots that have Greek and Latin origin. So, for example, when I think of Greek roots with I have Greek origin, I have the bio. Bio is a Greek root. Bio means life. And I say the word biology, the study of life. Hydra, H-Y-D-R, hydra, means water, either, water. Hydration comes from this. Hydration. Geo, G, yeah, earth. And I have the word geology, the study of earth. Graph means to write. Graph, G-R-A-P-H. P-H, again, it derives a word that comes from Greek. So I will say graph, which means to write, and I will say graph, graphic, grapheme. I may also have phon, which means sound, and I say phonology, the study of sounds. Phonological, as when I say phonological awareness. Logos, L-O-G-O-S, logos, the study of. So I will say astrology, the study of astra, of the stars. Micro is also of Greek origin. Macro is Greek origin. Mega, megalo, megalomania. We say that. It means mega, megalo, it means big. Circ, as when I say kyklos, it's circle. Circular. Poly means many. Polysyllabic. Polyglot, someone who speaks many languages. Glot, glossa means language. Polyglot, someone who speaks many languages. Multi, many. Syn, as when I say synthesis, to combine, to connect. Cent, as when I say centipede, centennial, millipede. pod, foot, ped, and derma, skin. Dermatology, the study of. Dermatologist, this person who studies. Now, root words can also be of Latin origin. For example, I may have tele, which means far, far away. So I will say telephone, telephone. Phone means sound, tele, far away. So the sound that comes from far away, telephone. Audio, it means to hear. So I will say audiology, audience, auditorium. Port, to carry. So I will say export, to carry out, import, to carry in, to bring in a country. We will import goods. Vid, it's Latin, it means to see. So I will say video, something you see. Visible, something that it's possible to see, able to see. Invisible, something that you cannot see. So it's hidden. Manu means hand. So I will say manual. I will say also manicure, right? The cure, the treatment, curare, to treat. And manipulation, something that you manipulate. Now, these are the roots that the students will encounter, and they can be, again, we will have Greek roots and we will have Latin roots. I hope that you see that words come from other additional words derived from roots, and it can be exciting for students to think the meaning and how additional words come from this Latin or from these Greek roots that by themselves may mean nothing. But you will notice that the students will start noticing words, and it can be very exciting for them. It can be, I don't want to say discovery, but it will be a discovery of excitement about learning about the words, and also thinking that words not only carry meaning, but they generate additional words. They can make many more words. So we have seen great excitement for students when they reach this point. Now, I would like to show you the in our lessons how we have provided the list of roots, because we have a list of roots. So I will share my screen. And I will go to, in your manual, there is a list of resources. You will see common roots. That will bring you into the folder where you will locate the common roots. And these are the common roots. So we have provided the root, the meaning origin of that root, and then examples so that it will be easily available for you. You can create now a poster of those. Our recommendation is whenever you are working with students in a route that you are describing, you're explaining in your lesson, to include it in the poster instead of having a large poster that it will be incomprehensible for the students. But you see, incomprehensible. It will be incomprehensible for the students, but also it will be overwhelming to see something that with so much information. If you would like to include this, because sometimes, and our colleagues and collaborators have said it's better if I have the poster available, try to highlight the ones that you're working to make more visible to the students. Again, visible, to make the words come be brought out of the page for the students to connect with what they're learning. Otherwise, again, it's just a poster, it's just information on the wall that they may not be looking because it's not relevant. So here are the roots that you will find in these 2 weeks that we're working on Greek and Latin roots. What is the meaning and the origin again, and then an example that we explain also what that means. And that is the end of the Greek Latin roots meaning. And again, I encourage you to encourage the students to explore and expand their excitement about discovering these words and how words connect with meaning. The moment we'll work with roots, the moment we'll work prefixes and suffixes, with all these morphemes, that's where we talk about morphology and morphological analysis, is because we are really changing the parts of the word, because we also change the meanings of the words with the use of these morphemes.